Hey y'all, and welcome back to Talk Data to Me. I am your host, Shahana. I know it's been a week. I didn't disappear. I didn't give up. I was living. Sometimes life asks you to pause and it asks you to regroup, and I definitely need to do that. Sometimes it asks you to be quiet long enough to hear yourself think. And honestly, I know that's okay, right? So today's episode isn't about AI. It isn't going to be about politics, world news. I just want to talk. I have learned to trust the process because I think we're living through one of the strangest periods in history. Technology is changing. Jobs are changing. I mean, you see so many new jobs, and I guess that's great because that means society is evolving and you want evolution, right? Because we are evolving. The person that I was at 15, I'm not at the age I am now. You're not at 20, right? You're a different person at different times. So it's good for your environment to adapt with you and to evolve with you. The economy is changing. AI is slowly but surely changing how we work, how we learn, even how we create. And sometimes it's like you're trying to keep up with the world that's just like sprinting ahead. But what I realized, there's so many new innovative ways. There's so many new directions that the world can go in. Sometimes it's good to just say, the world is going to keep doing what it does. Let me sit down for a second. Let me take a little pause. I think that when you take that moment to pause, you realize I'm here for a specific reason, right? I have a purpose. Yes, I should be in life and not negating anything, but right now you need to slow down and life is going to keep going, and that's okay. Sometimes things take time. Healing takes time. Learning takes time. Building something meaningful actually takes time. Being on the other side as a creative, healing through stuff that happened before I was even married, right? But I still love to create. I still love to do music. I'm still creating in a capacity. I'm doing a podcast. But dealing with the weight of everything else that comes with what it is that we do. I just need a break. And that's a part of your purpose. That's a part of evolving. We live in a culture that celebrates overnight success, but they don't see the years of dedication, of quiet work, the commitment with school for some of us. They don't see all of that. And I've been doing a lot of thinking. When I first started the podcast, my goal, be consistent. Now, every week I look forward to sitting down, chit-chatting, doing the episode, sharing what's on my mind with what I found in the headlines. And that stuff didn't happen overnight. It happened one episode at a time, one decision at a time, one Monday, Sunday, depending, at a time. And I like that life works consistently. But life also throws you curveballs, right? I think also too, one of the easiest ways to lose faith in your own process is to compare your timeline to somebody else's, right? So many podcasts, so many creatives, some that I know personally, some that I've watched them grow from. We started on the same platform and now they're, worldwide. Everybody's process is different. And I love that, right? Like we started at a certain level because for me, it's not about competition. The point is, social media has a way of making everybody else's life look finished. Meanwhile, you're still building, you're still learning, you're still figuring things out. But what if you're exactly where you're supposed to be? What if the season isn't punishment? What if it's preparation? I've had to remind myself of that because sometimes progress doesn't look exciting. Sometimes progress just looks like getting out of bed, going to work, recording one more episode, and choosing not to quit. And that's still progress. So now it's time for the Control Alt Dream. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You're standing in the life you've been praying for. The business exists. The opportunities came. The doors open. The peace finally arrived. Now imagine that version of yourself looks back at who you are today. Do you think they would criticize you? Or would they thank you? Thank you for not quitting. Thank you for trusting the process when nothing made sense. Thank you for believing before there was evidence. Maybe faith isn't knowing exactly how everything will work out. Faith is continuing to move forward when you don't have all the answers. So wherever you are today, keep going. The process is working, even when you can't see it. And that's today's Control Alt Dream. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. If you've been feeling behind, discouraged, or uncertain, I hope this episode reminded you of one thing. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to keep showing up, because one day you'll look back and realize the process was preparing you for the life you were asking for. I am Shahana. This is Talk Data to Me. Until next time, stay curious, trust your journey, and keep talking data to me.